fellow investors. I'm back with my 6th episode of Royal Investment Therapy, and yes, you guys already know what's going on. So my investment topic of today is, something that many people might not know, but, well, I wouldn't say many people don't know, but it's something that you have to have knowledge on to be able to participate in investing in this. So today's topic is car auto auctions. So, just going to an auction and buying a car, that's my topic for today. But the thing is, there are many guidelines that deals with buying cars, and there's also different guidelines depending on which state you live in when you participate with this opportunity. So, featuring, there's some research from Autolist.com. So this episode, I will be featuring some information from there. That would be my source for this episode. But, many people may be wondering, okay, how, do people get all of these cars and stuff that they get? It's just something to be curious about. I always wonder about it too. I'm still doing a lot of research on it. So today I'll just give a brief overview of, just going to car auctions, or how much money should you be looking at, when you go to the auction, how much would you might spend, or, just things of that aspect. So, I lost myself here. Let me see. Sorry about that. But, so today, and just like anything else, like I said, you will need background knowledge with selling cars, and that mainly refers to car repairs. So when it comes to car repairs, there's many different parts, and just like when you need to get your car fixed, like if you didn't get it from a dealership or something, if you already have a used car, you might have to bring it to somebody else to be able to purchase that part. And car parts, no, they're not cheap depending on what the labor is. The part may not cost a lot, but the labor for the car and repairing that part might cost a lot of money. So going to the auctions, you have to have knowledge on things like that so you can know what's the best deal. So, like if you see a check engine light or something like that, and you brought it to, or if you had a check engine light machine and you were able to just run a diagnostic on the car, then it would be good to know, okay, well, this will run me this. Or maybe if you're a person that likes to work on your car yourself, or someone who could work on your car, who could work on your car for you, then that would be a good idea, because now you can save money rather than going to the shop down the road and you have to spend $800 to replace an oil pump. So, yes, we'll get into buying and flipping cars, or, just selling cars. That is what we're getting into today. So, supposedly, getting started with it, it does not require a lot of cash. So that means, okay, maybe when you go to the auction, you can show up with $1,500, but you will want to keep some money to the side too, so you could put that one towards your next car. So the $1,500 that you spend on the car at the auction, you might want to keep $750 to the side, or have at least $750 like extra, so you can keep that. So then when you get your profit, whatever you get over the $1,500, you'll have the $750 to go with that, and now you can get another car and do it again. It does sound tedious. It's not similar to the houses, because you're dealing with something that does not cost as much money. So, and you actually have to make like big repairs on these things too. So something in a house, it may, those things, it's more money, so the repairs would cost more money. But for the cars, it's less money. But, you just have to be smart and have the knowledge to be able to know, okay, well, this part is this, and, it won't run me that much for the repair. But there's actually a limit for, how many cars a person can have before they have to get a dealer's license. And in Louisiana, the car limit that you can have is 4 cars. But it's crazy because in Indiana, a person can have 12 cars without owning a dealer's license. So I don't know where you can keep 12 cars, but it's different like that. So many states have car limits that are like 4 cars and 5 cars. But four cars, you probably, depending on what kind of house or wherever you live, maybe you can have four cars somewhere, or just have the car sitting somewhere if you know somebody where you can park a car or something. But you know that is the limit for how many cars you need. And then referring to people who do not own lots or something, or need somewhere to fit all of these cars, then that depends on also how many cars you will be selling like each year or flipping, because at this point you can't hold all of those cars. You need somewhere to keep all of these cars, so that's extra money that you would need to be able to either rent a lot from somebody, or just having your own lot that you own already. And getting a license, that comes with a lot. So I didn't do too much research on getting the license, so I'm just speaking to my people that's not really looking into getting a dealer's license today. But on maybe one of my next episodes or something, I can talk about what all goes into getting a license. But places to look like for cars, if you go on there's Craigslist, OfferUp, there's even a car, there's places where you can purchase cars on eBay. I forgot what it's called, but it's some kind of like car thing. It's like eBay Auto or something like that. I'm not sure what it's called, but you can purchase cars from eBay. And also just local auctions as well, like any or just going to used car lots, may be able to flip a car from there. But that's just something to look into. And with getting a car dealer's license, now it's it's kind of complicated, because if you don't have the license, then that means that you can't do the paperwork. So you would need somebody else to do the paperwork. So the more things that you don't know how to do, you will need to spend more money to get somebody else to do it for you. So like me personally, I'm a person that likes to do things myself. So I feel like if I ever were to get into actually flipping cars or just selling cars or anything, I would definitely do a lot of studying for that. But I would want to have it myself, because I don't like to go to people and get people to do stuff for me all the time. But like basically looking at like local auctions and stuff, you can look at cars that people, it may be like back taxes, or abandoned vehicles, or forfeitures, or something of that aspect. And yes, you have to be careful when you're looking for purchasing cars online, because many people like to scam online, especially places like OfferUp, because you never know if like there are people that are way in other states on OfferUp, and you can buy anything, and they're supposedly, in quotes, they're supposed to ship it to you. But how do you know for sure if these people will ship you what they're saying they're supposed to ship? And you will want to actually see something in person. That's just common sense. When it comes to just purchasing anything, I would rather to look at it. Like if I know it's not a for sure website, I would want to put my hands on it and be able to examine it, or look at it myself. So it's kind of similar to house repairs when you think about car salesmen, or just auction or whatever. That's similar to maybe a realtor or someone that flips houses. Is always something where you have to get it and it's not in the best condition. If you can find something in the best condition, then you're definitely winning. But just getting into these type of things, flipping houses or cars and stuff, you have to have knowledge in repairing these things, because if you can't do something yourself, then that maybe will be kind of tough, or you will at least have to know somebody that's into this, or maybe just have like a little team, have somebody that will be willing to invest in this type of stuff with you, or just something like that. It's good to be able to do stuff yourself, way better than going to the next man and asking them to do it, because that's when now you'll be sacrificing more money that could be in your pocket if you were able to do it. But that all comes with getting certified, and getting a car dealer's license. That could be as high as $1,500 just to get the license. But if you think about $1,500 compared to selling the 4 cars or whatever, depending on what the budget is for those cars, then it's definitely worth it. But getting a dealer's license and then being able to be unlimited and sell as many cars as you want, it's definitely worth it to spend the $1,500. So, you know, and also when you're looking for the cars, well, I already mentioned that you know you wouldn't have to bring more than 1,500, but it just depends on what your budget is, and you know, like you know, looking at mileage and stuff like that, you have to know exactly what to look at. But mileage is one of the first things that you'll look at because that would tell you, okay, how much, you know, how old is my engine. So now you'll know when parts will start going out. But purchasing the cars at a low purchase rate, getting a, like trying to get one for, you know, $2,000 or something, it would be easier to sell a car because now, you know, people need cars all the time. So, you know, but if you have a car that's very pricey, then maybe it might be harder to sell that. But you know, you really want to focus on your profit. So starting out small and just seeing, you know, how fast people bite and stuff, you'll be able to learn, okay, you know, this is how this works or this is how that works. So, you know, just for my people that's actually interested in car sales or just wondering, like, you know, how do people capitalize from going to car auctions? It is a lot. It's tedious. It seems tedious from the research that I have been doing, but, you know, today I just wanted to give you guys a brief overview of it. But, you know, just car repairs, that is the most important thing with this. So, you know, if you're not a person that's really into cars or, you know, like always, you know, maybe fixing on your car or something or just willing to do it yourself, then maybe this would be a bust. It may not be the thing that you would want to look into when it comes to investing. But, you know, one of the other things, most important things with this is the car's VIN number. So looking at the VIN number for the car, that will give you a detailed, very exclusive detailed look at the car's history. So one of the websites that, well, two websites that you can look at with the VIN number and, you know, researching the history, you can look at the safercar.gov and the National Insurance Crime Bureau. So this will tell you maybe if the car has been in a wreck or, you know, if it has switched owners or, you know, just various sources of information of, you know, that aspect and just whoever the seller is. So you will be able to basically pick them if you go and put the VIN number in on one of those websites. So actually just hearing that, I'm definitely going to go put the VIN number in for my vehicle in on those websites because I know I have a used car. So, you know, to all of my used car people, this could just be some information, you know, just wondering about getting into selling cars. That was what it was all about today. And, you know, the most important thing is having that car repair knowledge. But you guys know what it is. This has been Shannon Royal, 6th episode of Royal Investment Therapy. That's all I have for you guys. I'm out.